Come with me on a journey through time and space as we discuss the legacy of grains and gods of grain on human culture and human belief. So, bear with me. I have a theory. This is a theory I have not heard anywhere else, so hear me out. We've all heard the phrase, you are what you eat. So, what if colonization, the drive to conquer, to expand, to homogenize, and to dominate, what if this behavior didn't just come from kings or imperial power? What if this originated with grass and a grass diet? Crazy. You heard me right. Okay, so take a moment and think about what you were told in school about what a civilization is. What started civilization? Agriculture, surplus specifically, and setting in one place, storage of food, taxes of food, hierarchies. And what is at the center of all of this? What is at the center of every ancient civilization every single time? Grain. What is grain? Grain is a grass. Barley, rice, wheat, corn. These are not just crops, they are grasses. They are the reason we stopped roaming the earth and we started hoarding. We stayed in one place. This is the reason why we built walls, we built empires and thrones. This is why we started cutting down forests to plant grains, to plant grasses. As we are building walls, as we are building empires, we are creating things in rows. We are creating boxes, moving away from organic shapes, moving away from organic living, and living homogeneously, much like grass grows. This is a moment where we let kings become kings, where we let hierarchies rise in the face of what was once communities and tribal living. Now, I want to ask you something. If you are what you eat, what does a diet of grass do to your soul? Now, not just a little bit of grain, but if we're talking about civilizations that are surviving primarily on a grass diet, on a grain diet, what does that do? And I don't think we talk about this enough. For over 10,000 years, humans have built cultures, they have built beliefs on grain. We have torn down forests, we have erased ecosystems to plant more grasses. We've killed to control it. Even in the modern West, people are putting in grass in their front lawns because it's fashionable. Sometimes these grasses don't even naturally occur in those places. I think about places like the desert where people still have green lawns that they are watering to have in their front lawn. Could it actually be related to how much grain is in their diet and their obsession with putting grass at every direction? As grass spreads, it creeps, it strangles out diversity. It grows best in monoculture. It does not play well with others. And in some ways, do we not act just like this? So you see, my theory is that colonization isn't just a simple impulse or a social construct. I believe that it's also a biological construct born from what we've consumed and cultivated for millennia. Grains made us settle. Settling made us crave and want more, and to create order and to control. And now it's an addiction we can't stop. We even seed our own front lawns. We cut down wildflowers and native plants so that we can grow sterile, uniform grass lawns. The legacy of empire right in our front yards. And it goes deeper because when you control grain, you control people. Ancient temples, ancient palaces, and governments all controlled surpluses. Taxes were originally paid in grain, not in money. There were granaries, there were storehouses. These were all kept in temples and spiritual centers. So grain didn't just feed the body, it fed the system, it fed colonization. And look, I'm not saying bread is evil. I'm not saying grains are evil. What I am saying is that perhaps the amount of which we're eating, the amount that is in with all of the food and ingredients we're eating, is becoming who we are. Perhaps that we have underestimated the power of grass. Perhaps we've underestimated the power of our diets. And perhaps the ancient gods of grain didn't just give us food. Maybe they shaped our minds, our reality, our culture. Did you know that the word company means to share bread? Companis, share bread with. Companion is someone you share bread with. Celebration derives from the god Ceres, the goddess of grain. To celebrate is actually to revere her. The word calendar, when you would pay your taxes once a month, derives from the goddess Ceres. Our whole culture is inundated with grass, with grain, with ritual around grass and grain. Is it a coincidence that as we cut down forests to plant grass in perfect straight rows, that we're building our cities in the same way? So the next time you sit down to eat, whether it's a sandwich or a bowl of cereal or even a tortilla, ask yourself, who really domesticated who? Did my ancestors domesticate this plant, or did this plant domesticate my ancestors? And if you want more theories, more myths, more mysteries, and more stories from the ancient world, I have a full episode on the gods of grain. The episode is out now, the link in the description. I'll see you there.